People told me that in the last podcast we talked too much about Legos.
Well, I mean, it was a good topic.
It was a good
I
topic.
don't know why they're having a problem.
Or they're complaining. I mean, last time I checked, this was
our podcast, not theirs. So if they have a problem, I'm sorry, man.
Anyway, I've come up with some different topics this time. We should introduce ourselves.
Oh yes, again. You go first this time.
You do the intro this time. You do the intro.
Oh.
No, you do the intro. You say, go. Yeah.
I just. What's the intro, man? What do I say? Welcome to the Doldrums podcast. I'm Slake Jaws, and this is my co-host
Benji Pog. It's a rather slow day today.
It is.
It's pretty hot here in good old Guam. No, wait, in good old the Caribbean islands.
I thought we were in Cuba.
You know, that was where the last podcast was recorded.
Oh, my bad. I keep forgetting.
We have the cool the button that we press that takes us to random locations.
Mm-hmm. So if we look out the window right here, to the left you'll see there's water. To the right you'll see there's water.
And to the left there's more water.
Yeah.
I think we're in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah, I think so. I think we're on an island, Seems like
it's
like that.
okay.
Yeah.
But you gotta make sacrifices when creating the next big thing.
Yes. You gotta do it for the content.
It's on this island. It's currently 90 degrees.
Jesus.
It's kind of hot.
Kinda. It's not too bad. It's like Georgia weather.
Yeah. Just like Georgia weather.
Just like Georgia weather. What is this intro?
So here's the order. We have like the main 3 topics we're gonna talk about.
Okay.
And then questions at the end.
Okay.
We asked questions on Instagram, and probably if anyone else has questions, leave them in the comments or something.
Mm-hmm.
Because that'd be cool. Anyway, so yeah, topic number 1 that I made like 40 minutes ago is like traveling.
Is that why you went immediately to we're in the Caribbean islands?
No, actually.
Interesting.
I don't know why we're in the Caribbean islands. It's the button, remember?
It's the button. We don't choose where we go. It's just
we don't choose where we go. We just press the button.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a boom tube in
in DC.
A boom in DC, yeah. But instead of apocalypse, it's just random places. I guess
instead of apocalypse and dark side, it's just 2 idiots who want to record a podcast.
Yeah, and we have no choice where we go.
Yeah,
we just go. We
just go wherever the flow takes us.
I brought up traveling because for like the longest time, I've always wanted to go to Japan. Not because I'm weeby, not because I'm a weeaboo, cowboy bebop, anime. It's because Japan is just a cool place.
Yeah.
Japan's
Japan's a cool place.
It's really bright. It's like Japan. I mean, it's like like Tokyo is like Vegas without all the crackheads and stuff.
And gambling. Well, actually, no.
And like,
I don't know how much gambling is.
There's other places like Hokkaido and Enoshima and stuff like that I want to go to.
Japan is just the world, but a better literacy rate.
But a better... It's the world, but better. And they don't have as severe as a coronavirus problem
they
as
dealt
America
with it properly.
But it's not like we have to deal with it because we're in that island.
Exactly. We're not in America.
We're currently not in Georgia.
Exactly.
Where the weather is 90 degrees.
We're definitely not.
We're on an island that we're naming Georgia that also has 90-degree weather. This is the Georgia Islands.
Yeah, we're definitely not in our houses in Georgia right now.
Like we're in the same room.
Yeah, we're
in the same room right now.
Like if I go over to slap Ibs, like there, it's right there.
Ow, that hurt.
I'm sorry, man.
And this is June. Would you like to take a strum on your ukulele right here?
Yeah, my ukulele. Yeah, let me take a strum at it. Yeah.
Yeah. Whoa.
Wow. I'm pretty sure that peaked the mic.
It definitely did.
The one mic that we're sharing right now.
The one mic that we're sharing. Watch, we can tap the mic at the same time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we're just poking the shit out of it. What?
Look at those waveforms. That's so cool.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Anyway, Japan, right?
Yeah, Japan.
That's weird. Segues are weird.
Segues are difficult, but yeah, Japan. I think most of Southeast Asia, like Japan, Korea. Actually, no, just Japan and Korea. Those are the two countries that I like have the strongest desire to visit or travel to. Korea for obvious reasons, because that's family and like, you know, there's some cool stuff there. And then Japan is just I just feel like there's a lot of cool things to see there, like the Kirby Cafe, and then anime shit. But you know, I'm not a weeaboo, but
I'm not like a weeaboo or anything.
I'm not a weeaboo or anything, but the anime stuff, you know, it's not exactly a downside, you know.
Like they just have 15-foot Gundams just outside of like public spaces.
Yeah.
Like who wouldn't want to see that?
Like, who wouldn't want to go to Japan, order a flatbed truck, and then steal one of those, and then go back
and steal one?
Yeah, exactly.
And then go back and press the button again and teleport back to this island here.
Exactly.
I also moved away from my mic because I had to turn on the
mic,
AC.
Our mic,
the one mic that we're sharing.
Yeah.
How long are we gonna, you know, milk this bit?
I don't know, man. We started it, and I think we're too deep into the rabbit hole to.
We can't go back anymore.
We can't go back anymore.
It's too late.
It's such a stupid bit, but you know, we can't.
I think it was the last time we could press the button. I think the button's malfunctioned.
Oh no, we're stuck on the island.
We're stuck here. We're stuck in the island in the middle of nowhere. Norway.
Yep.
Speaking of Norway, I've also wanted to go to Norway. No.
Segues.
I actually don't want to go to Norway. I don't know why. I want to go to Canada.
I've been there. It's nice.
It's like America but cold.
It's like America but colder, and the people are more
French.
Yeah, I guess.
And nice.
And nice, hospitable. Man, the energy of it hasn't even been 10 minutes.
Yeah.
The energy of this podcast is so different from the previous one.
From the last one? Because the last one, we had a heated discussion about Lego.
We had a heated, civilized discussion. This one, we're just taking this one bit about a magical button and milking the crap out of it.
Yeah.
We're like Rockstar with GTA 5.
With GTA 5. That's cringe.
That is cringe.
I am.
Speaking of Rockstar, San Andreas.
Speaking of Rockstar, it's a good drink. It's really not, actually. I take that back.
Yeah, I've never had it before.
Moving on, back to Japan.
Mm-hmm.
Moving backward to Japan. I ice skate a lot, and there's a lot of cool street spots that I'd like to go to. Like to go and skate. Right?
Yeah, that is true.
Because
I think it'd be nice to see Japan at night and like skate during that time, or just like go through the city, Tokyo.
Because all the lights are like still on, and it's still like it has a very warm aesthetic.
Yeah.
To it.
Like warm and fun, but like I don't know if Japan is like this, but in Korea, in Seoul at least, there's a lot of like malls and areas that are open 24 hours. So like you can wake up at midnight, say I want to go shopping, and drive to like this huge department store and just walk in. Like I think that'd just be sick. That like, who wouldn't want to go shopping at midnight with friends? You know?
Exactly.
And like it's not dangerous because there's still a shit ton of people also doing the same thing.
Oh yeah, because like in America, like especially with us where we live. you only see like the same stuff.
Yeah,
Like
it's
enough. You see the same stuff enough times for it to get like.
like the
lame.
farthest you'll go for some excitement is probably like Atlanta, and that's
Or
just
like Helen, Georgia.
or Helen, Georgia. Helen, Georgia is good for like seeing things in the past or tubing down a river. Atlanta's good for
Yeah.
like the Georgia Honestly, the Georgia Aquarium's kind of sick though.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The Georgia
Have you been to
Aquariums.
Midtown?
I've actually never been there before.
Midtown is sick. It's really cool.
Yeah.
They have like all these really like nice pizza places.
Ooh, God.
Like it's not like Domino's or any of those like mainstream ones.
It's like
They have,
actually
these really
good.
yeah, like
pizza.
actual like pizza. You know? And they have like this really cool like 3D or like this big Midtown sign, which is all the letters just laid out, which I think is really cool. I think does Atlanta have the neighborhood or is that New York?
I honestly don't know. I think no. I think Atlanta has the neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
It's the neighborhood marketing agency in Decatur, Georgia. Okay, downtown Decatur.
It's in Philadelphia. Oh yeah, there's one in Atlanta.
Yeah, there is.
There's one in Philadelphia.
This is the neighborhood, and you are not welcome
You're
here.
not welcome. And then he starts speaking, and then she just screams at him. Or she just screams at him, just
She
screams.
just screamed. I don't know if it was that video, but I know there's one where like someone's screaming, and instead of like them screaming, it's just the Discord notification noise. I always find videos like that funny. That shit makes me. That shit's good. Good memes.
Speaking of Discord,
Speaking of Discord,
today's sponsor is
Raid Shadow
is
Legends, but
Raid
not
Sh-
really. It's not that they're sponsoring us. It's that we
have
want
you
them
heard
to.
of this free RPG Raid Shadow Legends?
Raid Shadow.
I thought it was RGP, but I was thinking about RGB.
Role game
And I
play.
remember like RGP is like a rocket launcher. RG. Fuck.
RPG is still a rocket launcher.
Yeah, like from Fortnite.
Yeah, sure.
This is a very mellow podcast.
This one is so much more like chaotic than the last one was organized. We were like, we'll talk for half an hour about Legos, deviate to movies, and then end calmly. This one, it's bouncing
all
everywhere.
over the place.
But it's good. It's still, we're having fun. Each podcast will have a different mood. Next week's podcast, we're gonna be talking about.
This podcast is emotionally, I'm emotionally tired and just physically tired.
Yeah.
So this podcast will be, pretty chill.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Exactly.
Right.
Yeah. So back to Japan.
Back to Japan. Well, let's move on to like the next topic.
Okay. So traveling. You want to?
That was traveling.
Yeah, that was
13
all of
minutes.
traveling. 13 minutes talking about. No, 3 minutes talking about
No,
Japan.
3
10
minutes
minutes talking
talking
about
Japan.
whatever else we were talking about.
College. What's
College.
the next one? Because
Ooh.
we're about to be seniors in high school.
That's a scary
Right,
time.
and it's cringe. And to be honest, I'd rather just skip senior year because
Honestly?
it's. I mean, I just want to go. I want to get the hell out of here, man. I don't want to be here anymore.
Yeah, I get that. School confuses me,
I want to
man.
yeah. The whole concept of like, oh, you're gonna be living by yourself or with people, which I plan on doing. I plan on
Like-
living with some of my friends.
Yeah, I think it's sort of like a streamer house, but we're not streamers. We just don't want to.
Losers.
Yeah. The loser house.
The losers. But I want to do like film stuff in college. Especially I've been talking to like some of my other friends about it. Like, if this like coronavirus stuff doesn't, end before like before we all leave for college and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Do we do like online college and like live in like the group house, or do we like do we like all go to like out of state colleges and whatnot, or not all go to out of state colleges, but do we just like go on campus and whatnot? Because I feel like, or if it does end, do we do online or on campus or whatever?
Honestly, I think it depends on how we all feel, what the situation is. Cause like
Mm-hmm.
maybe let's say we all get out of high school, we're doing just fine. We have colleges that we know we want to go to, and they all offer online classes. And so we just get together and we say, hey, why wouldn't we just live in a house together and take online classes in the house together? Like what's the downside? But then if there's like maybe like you want to go to Full Sail, and maybe one of our friends wants to go somewhere up in Michigan, who knows? Like but like some of the schools don't offer online class. Like it depends on a lot of things. Like I think it'd be theoretically very nice to be able to all live together, take online classes in one house, and just not have to leave. But bars. But yeah.
But you can never know, especially recently.
Yeah.
You really don't know what it's gonna be like.
There's no telling, and like maybe not all of us will be able to have a job to be able to pay for the group house. It's lots of things happen. Anything's possible.
It is.
It is what it is. Yeah. I'm planning on staying in-state for colleges, because Georgia has a pretty good selection of colleges.
There's still, if like I can't do Full Sail, there's still a lot of like other in-state colleges that I want to go.
Yeah.
Hold on one sec. I was gonna burp, but it didn't come out. Jeez. Anyway, there's a lot of other colleges that I want to go to. That like Kenneth, he wants to go to KSU. And I also want to go, and I also like want to go to KSU too. Like I also think because they have a film and media program too. It's like, oh, we can like, if we're just going to the same college, we can just live together.
We all just go to KSU.
Because he's also planning on living with one of his other friends. So I was like, oh, if that'll work, like I could join too.
Yeah.
But you know how it is.
I do.
But Full Sail, they have a really good like online, because they ship, like they have a digital cinematography program online, and they do this thing called Project Launchbox, which they give you everything that you need for that class, and they give you a $5,000 camera.
Oh Jesus!
Like, yeah, and then they give you a MacBook and an iPad and like a bunch of other software and all this other stuff, like mics and stuff. Like, wow, that is insane. Like you get that you get that even if you do on campus, but like that's crazy.
That is pretty crazy though.
So
Also.
Yeah.
I looked up Full Sail, by the way, and their acceptance rate is not available. So I have no idea.
Interesting.
Yeah, but
I might be butt munched here.
You might. Or that just means they accept everyone.
Then I might not be butt munched. I was thinking about Full Sail, and I don't know why it came to like inspirations. Like, what are your inspirations for like to do like what you do? Like who inspires you to draw and stuff? I don't know why I thought about that. But who inspires you to like draw all the time? Or, like to continue drawing? Like who are your inspirations and stuff?
It's not really a specific person. Like if you asked me like, oh, who inspires your art style, that'd be a different question. But who inspires me to keep going? It's not really a person. It's just the validation I get from it. Really. It's just people saying, hey, you're doing good. This looks good. Keep doing it. And that's what keeps me going. It's not like one specific person who's just standing there looking at me, looking at my art and saying, I thumbs up.
think for
I
me-
did a thumbs up, but no one can see that.
I think for me, it's a mix of like what you said and like the validation that you get from like looking at like, oh, this is good. Like the raccoons video I made.
Yeah.
I watched that over and over again. I'm like, man, this is good. I
Like-
enjoyed this. I enjoyed making it too.
Yeah.
I think it's also having fun doing it and then seeing the end product look good.
It's like the
That's-
validation from the end product, from others, and for yourself, and also
for
just like the
yourself.
process. Because if the
And also,
process
like,
isn't fun, then the end
From
product
other people
isn't.
too.
Yeah.
From like I wanted to make all those like not commentary, but like kind of like
Commentary,
commentary videos, because like Jay Schlatt's older videos. Before he did like before he streamed, he made like the whole Elon, are you okay? And the mechanical keyboards and like
Yeah.
a tribute to Minecraft or a tribute to Mario Kart. Those videos, I was like, man, those are good.
To the tribute
And I
to
want to make stuff like
Minecraft.
that. like that stuff is good. That stuff is like fun. So making that and it kind of turning out like that too, that's fun.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what I want to do, making like short films and stuff, because just seeing it turn out really cool in the end. Weren't we planning on making a Star Wars short series, like me, you, and Nathan?
Yeah, we were.
I think
we
we
were
were.
like looking like at the cost of lightsabers, and then we kind of just never did it.
Yeah, we couldn't. I mean, global pandemic and everything.
Yeah.
So it's-
I had an entire
died down
video
from
in the
global, now it's
scripts
just
too,
America.
and then global pandemic. Like we had a lot of ideas in the script, like in the works, planned out. And that's our next topic. Well, let's go for segue.
Oh right, because last episode we were like, oh, we're gonna talk about Boundless and stuff. Right. Anyway, do
Dude.
you want to talk about that first, or do you want to talk about the Star Wars?
I mean, we could talk about Star Wars and just, go into that, because Star Wars counts as the Star Wars series we were thinking about counts as a project.
Yeah.
So, I remember you came up to me with this idea for Star Wars, and I don't remember all the details of it. So I'm gonna let you explain.
Because Nathan, he finished The Mandalorian. He's like, yeah, this is good. This is some good stuff right here. And he's like, hey, we should make a short film about like a Star Wars short film. And I was like, yeah, I've been thinking about making one for a while. And like, I want to get like Patience to be like the main character, because Patience is like, she's a really good actor. And
Yeah.
you really don't see like, like Jedis or people like all the really cool characters you see in Star Wars like her. A short like a 5'2" African American girl with dreadlocks. You never see that.
You don't really see that unless they're like some obscure side character.
So like a side character. So I wanted her to be the main character, and with Nathan's bolstering height of being like 6'3", he'd be the main villain.
Yeah. Like Darth Vader with the... How tall is Darth Vader actually? I never...
He should be like 7 feet tall with like the suit and everything.
Yeah.
I'll have to Google.
Yo, no, actually, that reminds me. I was looking up the heights of Avatar characters, like Avatar: The Last Airbender. Like, it's so surprising because, like, Aang, Sokka, and Katara, they're all, like, about our age, maybe a bit younger. None of them are above 5 foot in the time of the show. And
Not
then-
even Zuko?
Hold on, let me see Zuko height.
Well, also Vader is 6'2".
Hold on, Okay, there's an official height chart. Let me see this real quick. Zuko is barely above 5 foot.
Interesting. I mean, well, they are kids. Well, Zuko's like 17 at the time of the show.
Yeah.
Or he's like 15 and then he finishes when he's 17.
Let's
So
see.
that's quite
Aang is 4'6", Katara is 4'9", Toph is 3'8.5", Sokka is 4'11", Zuko is 5 feet and half an inch. Azula is 4'4". Azula is short.
Azula's shorter than Aang, but like in the show,
She is
looks like
terrifying. Yeah.
and
then-
then pretty interesting.
I think pretty much the Roku, Avatar Roku's 5'6". Jet is 4'10". Jet is 4'10".
I don't know why I get like Spike Spiegel vibes from Jet.
Yeah, he looked a lot like Spike. And have you seen Weathering with You? That
No.
anime? There's one character in there who also like gives me Spike vibes. Oh, and Uncle Iroh is also 4 foot 9.5.
That's right, he died. That's
Damn.
really interesting.
So let's see. Oh,
What
and
else-
then
what were we
of course
talking
there's
about?
Avatar Kyoshi, who's fucking 7 feet tall.
Yikes.
Yeah. No kidding.
Alright, what was I saying? Oh yeah, Star Wars.
Yes,
oh,
Star
we do
Wars.
this all the time.
Hey man, it's who we are. So
yeah,
Nathan was the main villain because of his immense height.
bolstering height.
Bolstering height, yeah.
Patience is the main protagonist. I wanted to be kind of like a group of outcasts, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they have the Jedi, and then you have like their friends.
Yeah.
You know, they're just like
A ragtag gang of
yeah,
people.
but they're like just robbing people and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And like something bad happens, like they're looking for this Jedi because not all of them were murdered in Order 66.
Yeah.
Or some don't even know that they were Jedi. Like, or they weren't. Kind of like Anakin. I don't know how to like. Now that I think about this, I could like. Okay, we'll get to this later.
Okay.
Like, I'll talk about this privately because
okay.
I'm really like getting ideas for this now that we could possibly make this still.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, Boundless.
No, well, one last note about the Star Wars thing. The only thing I clearly remember about the Star Wars short is that I remember the question you asked was whether the Jedi should kill the villain in the end or not, and like that was like a big thing. So like I just remembered that, and I felt like that would have been. I think the Jedi killing the Sith technically at the end would I think that'd be a cool ending. I think either way would be a cool ending.
I think that'd build like real character development.
Yeah.
If you know.
I feel yeah.
Or it raises like some like overlying questions like, are all the Jedi good, or do they have to do certain things to like survive? I guess
It's like that one I can't remember it for the life of me, but there's this one Star Wars game where you could like choose to be on the
was it
light or dark, and then
the Force Unleashed.
it was
right?
it was like you could choose to be on the dark side, but you didn't have to be evil to be on the dark side exactly. But you could also be on not the dark side, but you didn't have to be good. So it was like I think that would just be like interesting for character development for a story, you know, like a Jedi who's kind of an asshole, or a Sith who has good intentions but just doesn't really know how to
execute them.
Yeah, execute. I see what you did there. Yeah, I just
Anyway.
Oh, interesting notes.
Boundless. We started this idea. When was it? Like back in 10th grade.
It was pretty long. It was a long time ago.
Yeah, I think it was 10th grade. And it follows the story of a boy named Arden. I think he's living in a simulation pretty much.
Yeah, so what I got
Because you did most of the story writing.
I did most of the story writing, yeah.
Yeah, you and Bambi. You two did most of the
just a note, Boundless was the original name for it, but then we had to change it because there's already like a book called Boundless and a comic called Boundless.
Mm-hmm.
So I changed it to The Meadows Lies, but that was about at a point where we were sort of like not really putting our focus into it.
Mm-hmm.
So it sort of just fell off.
Unfortunately.
But it was basically the story was it's Arden. He's a cool kid, right? He's got this he's got this friend, his little robot assistant named Caesar, but spelled with C4354R. And were we planning on making this a comic or an animation?
An animation.
An animation. So yeah, so that's why I had the names. We had voices planned out. Like the villain would be Nathan.
I think we did some storyboarding.
I think we did. We barely did any. I did some slight
concept art.
I did concept art. I did one song. I did one melody for a song, which was a Halma's song. Halma was supposed to be voiced by
Bababooey.
Dude. Dude, cringe.
Oh, let's just blurb that out.
Yeah, we're gonna just cut that segment out. Yeah, I was supposed to voice Caesar. What voice did I have for Caesar?
Anyway, moving on.
Yeah. But basically, the story was Arden is with his little guy Caesar, and basically one day he wakes up in his home, and all he remembers is that he had a dream about seeing this dude fighting some giant monster, and then he wakes up in like a tree house or a little hut or wherever, and he goes off, and Caesar's like, "Hey, Arden, you've been asleep for a very long time. We should go adventuring now and, get to this big facility that's doing bad things to the land." And Arden just goes with it, and what I wanted to do was later on in the episodes after, character building and stuff, like there's implications of Arden dying, but then he just comes right back. So you're like, oh, is he just getting injured then recovering? No, he's respawning, and he confronts the villain in the simulation, but he doesn't know it's a simulation, and then something gets revealed and he comes out of it, and it turns out the simulation was just training him for something happening in the real world.
Yeah, I remember that.
It was, I don't know, it was kind of I wanted to base it off of, I'm trying to remember what it was called. It was like AI learning. It's, I got it from a game theory video talking about Petscop, which I kind of find stupid now that I say it out loud. But it was a cool idea at the time. And I think if we had fleshed it out, I think we could have done something with it.
Mm-hmm.
I really liked the concept art we did, though. Arden looked sick.
I designed Arden.
Yeah, it was designed Arden. Arden looked good.
You designed... was it your Bambi who designed Halma?
I designed Halma, but then Bambi redrew her.
Mm-hmm.
Which was nice of her. I designed Caesar, Arceus, the Winglets, and Halma. The Winglets were Arceus's little
shitters.
Little shitters.
The Goombas.
The Goombas with a bad Russian accent and a bottle of vodka. Just because Nathan wanted to use his
terrible Russian accent. Oh my god. I tell him about how bad it is occasionally.
I mean, props to him for confidence, but
but gosh, I feel like if Russian people watch that, I think we'd have to make an apology before we
we'd have to have a disclaimer. If you are Russian, we sincerely apologize. Please do not sue us. Should I
get sued by all of Russia?
The entirety of Russia.
Like the B movie where he sues the human race, but it's just.
Yeah, I hate the B movie. You want me to take a picture of the concept art and then send it to you so you can show that on screen?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, cool. Well,
right here.
Yo, look at that concept art. I drew all of that. It's really faded, but I'm too lazy to trace over it again.
I'm gonna put timestamps 34/27.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways,
I think we didn't really flesh out Boundless, Meadows Lies all that much. What was that?
Got the questions now, or do you want to?
Ooh, there's one more project that we started. We have
CO3 Productions.
Productions, thank you. I was looking for the word. Carbonate Productions, and we had that idea to make a game, and like I was making the sprites, you were making the music, Tommy was, and so
Tommy was.
I think Tommy was working on story. It's a story and sprite animation. Like I worked on designs, he worked on animating them, but that was that didn't really get fleshed out at all because we just couldn't think of a story. I came up with a few okay sprites for it, and then I came up with this one really complex one that was supposed to be like a secret final boss. But then I realized I put so much effort into that I had no motivation left for the rest of the game. So, and then we just kind of didn't do anything about it.
Yeah.
If I find that sprite, then I'll also send that to you, and you can put it on the screen right here.
Here.
And if nothing shows up, then you know we forgot about it.
Do you want to get to questions now?
Yeah, let's get to questions. You can go.
Do you want to do yours? Oh, I'll do mine first then.
Yeah, you can do.
Okay. Do we say who it is?
Yeah, we can say who it is. I don't.
All right. A.min02. Ashley, do you think quarantine has affected your mental health in any way? Yes, I am more sad.
God, I'll say that my current mental health isn't as bad as the beginning of quarantine.
Must be nice.
It's still not good, but like it's at the beginning of in like the first month and a half, it was terrible, cause it's always the jokes about I'm fine staying in my house all day, but then like I finally processed, wow, I needed a lot more interaction with my friends than I thought. And being in my house all day with just my 2 dogs and nothing else kinda sucks. But, you know.
I just had a steady decline in happiness.
Yeah.
And it just dropped.
Yeah.
And then it becomes boredom.
Last night was rough too. But...
And then it becomes boredom, and then that's why we make the podcast.
Yeah. And the podcast is sort of making
Helping.
some serotonin. So it's going to be a long process.
All right, Never Enough Control asks, what's the most embarrassing thing that has ever happened to you? All right, it was 10th grade. I was wearing my hoodie. I had first period with some of my friends, right? And then one of them points out that my lips, I look like a character from Monsters Inc. because of my large lips. Yeah. Anyway,
were they talking about the guy on the toilet? I'm trying to remember his name.
I think so.
Oh,
Doesn't
God.
matter. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, no.
And I hate when people talk about my lips because that's like one of like the biggest things that like upsets me.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, really funny. And then she starts telling other people, haha, can you shut up? and so I think that's when I got my hair cut, so my head was like super cold. So I put my hoodie on and I went to my next class, and obviously you can't have hoodies in school. Yeah. And so my teacher, he was like, Mr. Sam, take off your hoodie. And then one of the girls that my friend told was like, he's just sad because someone said he looks like this character from Monsters Inc. You want to see? And then everyone starts laughing and it's just like, wow, you really just did that for no reason.
You didn't deserve that shit, because that's...
Maybe I just wanted to wear my hoodie or something, not because I'm sad, but now I am sad, and I was really sad for the rest of the day. And now I hate her. If you're listening this, Bababooey, I hate.
Oh, it was
Bababooey.
That makes sense.
Now I have to bleep that.
But at least we're both in
39,
agreement
45.
that she's kind of a bit. My most embarrassing I really can't think of one. Because I've had a lot of them. Let's see. I guess no. Okay. I can't really think of any recently because everything that's happened since like middle school on has just become a blur. I remember one distinct memory in pre-K, and I was still kind of I was stupid then. I'm still stupid now, but I was really stupid back then. I went to the bathroom and I couldn't zip up my pants because the zipper had gotten unhooked somehow from like one of the sides, and like it was the worst experience because then I like it was in the middle, like the teacher was saying something to class and I had to poke my head out. I was like, "Hey teacher, zipper ain't going up," and she was just like, "Get back in the bathroom. We'll call your parents or something."
Oh my god!
I was like, "Okay, thank you." Like that has been scarred into my memory because
zipper stuck,
and I just had to stand there in the bathroom like. So yeah.
All right, never enough control asks opinions on memory foam. It's good until you like sleep on it.
Yeah, it's like, it's theoretically good. It feels good to like push your hand into, but the moment I lay down on it, it's just the worst.
Also like super heavy and hard too.
It's like a weighted blanket, but under you.
But like if you're slowly pushing it down, it's like, oh, this is cool. But if you just like put your head on a memory foam pillow from a long day from school, it hurts. It sucks.
Yeah.
Because I had one and it was just nards.
There's just something about it.
She also asks, what is the worst color and why is it mustard yellow? The worst color isn't mustard yellow, but that's a really bad color to some people.
I think the worst color for me is like, it's like the generic like white two white old elderly couple. They have that couch in their living room that's like puke green. It's like that generic color. Yeah, that I hate. That's the worst color. That is the worst color.
I actually don't have a worst color. I just don't like orange a lot.
I don't like yellow. Used to really hurt my eyes when I was younger. Like I could not look at anything that was moderately yellow, which kind of sucked because I really liked Legos. But like looking at the heads just hurt.
Looking at the bags from the
God.
All right. Kyoso.ed asks Rias or Akano. Akano. This is a high school DxD question.
Okay, yeah. So I haven't watched it yet. So.
Akano.
Finally, elementary school DxD.
Stop.
Cut that out.
Bennett Gruber asks favorite clothing brands. I like golf stuff.
Yeah, I know you like golf.
I buy Vans a lot.
I know your two favorite brands better than I know my own. I know you like golf and Vans. I don't know what I like.
I've been getting into the Erase project, like a streetwear. I've been getting into that stuff a lot. What about you?
I tag along with my mom, and she holds something out, and I was like, does this look good? And I say no, and she buys it anyways. So, brands don't really matter to me. I just, like, I don't have favorite brands, but, like, of all the shirts and hoodies and I have, like, a favorite hoodie, I have a favorite shirt. That's it. And I'm pretty sure my favorite shirt isn't even from a brand. It's a promotional shirt for CrowdStrike, which is this big cybersecurity company. And it's just sick looking shirt.
Nathan _Daily_ asks, is bacon overrated? Nah.
No.
Bacon. I love bacon.
Bacon's amazing, dude.
I love bacon.
Bacon is absolutely not overrated.
It's Just Nami asks, how does Shazam work? If you're talking about like the app or the superhero, because
Are you talking about the app, the superhero, or the?
Wait. Or the what? There is nothing else.
There's nothing else. Yeah, I don't know what else. Oh, I was thinking about the ShamWow for some reason. The ShamWow.
Shazam, the superhero. He says Shazam. He's a 14-year-old boy, and he says Shazam and becomes a grown man with super speed, strength, lightning powers, and I think that's it. And he can fly.
Yes.
And he's invincible. He's like Superman, but lightning powers and no laser stuff.
And also a 12-year-old kid.
And also a child.
Yes.
She also asked, how fast are flies flying inside cars? Well, if the car is moving, they're going as fast as the car to keep up with the car.
If not faster.
If not faster, to keep up with the car.
That's actually kind of interesting.
Ooh, that's weird. How fast are we moving? Wait, if...
No, because it also makes me think of that. If you jump on the inside of a train, you move at the same speed as the train and land back in the same spot. But because if you're on the top of the train with like air resistance, you get pushed way far back.
That's why if you jump out of like a moving train, you're like you hit something,
you're going to die. You're gonna be flattened.
Shazam the app, you play a lyric from a song that you don't know, and it's like, oh, this is the song. This is the song. This is what the song is called. And this is who it's by. That's
and
what.
And hear the lyrics in real time and have fun.
Anagram Andrews asked, shopping. Y'all like to shop streetwear? I do. Skateboard gear? I do. Artist supplies?
Yeah.
I do. I need a new drawing tablet. I mean, I don't need one, but I'd like one. Music? Earl Sweatshirt.
Earl's... I hate that song.
I've been listening to a lot of French music recently. A lot of lo-fi beats, jazz music from Cowboy Bebop, and like 90s hip-hop. What about you? What's your music?
I've been listening to a lot of lo-fi hip-hop. I've been listening to a lot more electro swing than I used to. I don't know why. I just really like electro swing and jazz. Bit of R&B, and that's about it. I've just been trying to listen to relaxing music. I used to listen to like the Doom soundtrack because it just got me hyped for the day. But then I keep listening to it, and eventually it just makes me angry. And I guess that's kind of the point. But like, the Doom soundtrack's still amazing though.
Books, I can't read, so I don't read books. Actually, I haven't. Akira. I read Akira because it's so much different than the movie.
Yeah, the movie was wacky.
The movie's so weird. Anyway, Ethaniel Bridgerton asks, oh wait, you read books. What book?
I haven't been reading. Well, I mean, my mom forces me to take a book from the library. The one she forced me to get from the library this week is The Big Exit by Dave Carnoy. I have not read it. The one book I have been reading is Deadpool comic by Poston and Duggan. It's the one where he kills the zombie presidents. It's good. It's some good shit.
Ethaniel Bridgerton asked, how are you coping with everything going on? I'm not. What about you?
I'm not really coping. My coping mechanism is humor, and it's not really.
SSB Pike asks, what are songs you used to love but hate now? That American Author songs. Actually, I've always hated that song. The Best Day of Our Life. I've hated that song. The whole Shy is Like a Melody thing. I used to like that song when I was like 8, and then everyone kept singing it now. So now I don't like it.
Yeah. I used to actually like Despacito because when I listen to songs, I listen to the melodies. I don't care about the lyrics. But I used to like Despacito because it was just nice to listen to. And then the meme happened, and I just could not handle it anymore. Basically, any song that is a meme now
that's been memed is just bad at this point.
Like, it's not that it's bad. The song is still usually good. It's just I can't listen to it because I just can't handle that anymore.
Lauren.haha_ asks, if you could have anyone in the world, alive or dead, to be a guest on the podcast, who would it be?
Robin Williams. Guest on the podcast.
Jay Schlatt.
I think
the guy who made me want to make videos in the first place.
The only
And,
issue with inviting a content creator for me is that I feel like I would just feel like I'd have to constantly like be on their level humor wise or energy wise, and like sometimes I can't keep up with that. Like if Jay Schlatt was here, I don't know if I'd be able to keep up with his humor.
No, Jay Schlatt or Freddie Wong?
Ooh, Freddie Wong would be cool.
Oop, I did not mean to do that. I have a floss I'm running against my table, like the edge of my table, and it just peeked the mic. Oh my god. Yeah, Jay Schlatt or Freddie Wong. That'd be who I'd want on the podcast.
Honestly,
What about you?
I think Freddie Wong would be a good choice. Maybe Michael Reeves, because I think that'd just be fascinating to talk about him, about his everything he does. Because I do want to get into coding. I know you want to get into coding.
Yeah.
So I think that'd be an interesting podcast.
Alright, that's my questions. Yeah, you want to ask yours? Yeah, I didn't get a lot.
All right.
Well, I can read the ones that Frosty sent me. They're kind of cringe. Read
some of the joke questions, and if I want to answer them, I will.
Who is hotter, Timothy Chalamet or Adam Sandler?
Fuck Timothy Chalamet. So Adam Sandler.
Oh, I didn't screenshot all the other ones. He asked if he can be a guest on like probably a couple podcasts. And then he asked, and lastly, what's Ligma?
Steve Jobs.
What? Interesting. Alright, your questions now.
Alright. From undead_plague_doctor, and the rest of the name is cut off. What are you? Are you a Zeus guy or a Hades guy?
I'm a Jesus guy.
That's so stupid. No, I think
kind of guy.
If you had asked me when I was like 14 and edgy and like Hades, Underworld, I probably would have said Hades, but honestly Zeus, because lightning is kind of dope.
Lightning is cooler than death. You can kill things with lightning, but you can't kill things with death.
Yeah, because they're already dead.
Sorry, dead. Next question.
What decade of music do you think is overall the best, and how do you like new genres, music artists, etc.? That was from fat_piajan_uwu.
Best decade of music.
1980s.
For me, it's more like A Tribe Called Quest, Wu-Tang, Dipset, that kind of stuff.
I don't remember specific. I listen to every genre. I'm not very picky, so I don't remember band names as much. I just like know general eras, and I just love 1980s music. That bright, energized
I don't remember
feel.
What era mine is, what decade mine is, but just that era,
that
area.
Yeah,
Big L.
Those artists, whenever they were alive.
The mid-90s.
Yeah.
Alright, next question.
That's a joke. What is the best and worst vegetable and fruit? Best vegetable.
Vegetable.
There is none. Worst vegetable. All of them.
Best fruit. I like mandarin oranges so much.
Ooh, mandarin oranges are good. I like mangoes.
Or Pacific Rose apples.
Ooh, Pacific Rose apples. Those hit the spot.
Great.
And then worst fruit, tomato.
Tomatoes. They're so bad. Put these little shit cover bombs in my salad.
Gloopy tomato mess.
Alright.
Wait, what was your best and worst vegetable? Or is it the same as mine?
Literally, the best vegetable? I don't really know. I don't like vegetables. Worst, parsley. I hate how parsley tastes. It could be whatever it is. I don't know why. I just don't like it. Oh, actually, I have a lot of worst vegetables. I don't have any best vegetables, but I have a lot of worst. Parsley, celery.
Oh, God,
they just don't cope with my taste buds. I like sweet stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
I have a sweet.
Whatever. Moving on.
Ooh, oh, that was by SSB Pike, by the way. But from Lily B. Farrell, if you could invent or get rid of a word, what would it be?
The N-word.
Just get rid of it.
No, I want to invent it.
Oh, you want to invent it?
I'm the guy who made the N-word. I mean, like, I could say it.
You'd be the first person to say it, and someone would be like, what does that mean? Oh, so basically only black people can say it.
No, probably not the N-word. Probably niglet.
Ooh.
That'd be interesting.
That would be like, people would like notice that word.
Yeah. A word to get rid of?
Fat with a PH.
Dude, you mean pretty hot and thick? Fat? I'd probably get rid of, like, I don't know.
Like, there's no words. Words themselves don't really annoy me. It's like the meanings that sort of get to me. But I know that if you get rid of a word, there's just going to be another word to replace.
A word that to replace it, yeah. It's like Hydra.
Yeah, pretty much.
Alright, what else? Yeah. What else we got in your questionnaires?
Let's see. From Anagram Andrews, things that make y'all genuinely happy.
This guy recording the podcast with me right now.
Yo.
And crack cocaine.
I was about to say same, but same.
I think my friends.
Yeah, like the Yikes Club, you, like, all my friends, the people who support me. My
siblings, my brother, my sister, my parents when they're happy.
Basically simplified, our family and friends, whenever we're in a good mood.
I think seeing really cool animation or watching a really good anime.
Like something that's really smooth, like really well done.
Using smooth to define okay, I was talking to my like animator friends about this on like Twitter. We're like, using smooth and choppy to describe animations has like taken the meaning away from those words. Like when it comes to animations, when something is like a low frame rate and it moves like really like segmented or odd, that's a better saying. I usually just say, hey, yo, this is kind of dog shit, my dude. I just say that.
This is just bad or good.
This is really choppy or this is really smooth. Smooth animation doesn't mean like good. If it just like, it depends on like the characters, I guess.
Yeah.
I went off on a side tangent, but you know.
Yeah, I guess you are right about, because there's some like animations that have like a really like high frame rate or like are visually smooth, but they just
maybe choppy is what they were going for.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe like to apply that character.
Or
like
maybe
you know how
you don't need it to be like 60
like you know how in this Into the Spider-Verse, I guess Miles was animated at what was it 12 FPS?
Yeah, 12, and then Peter Parker was
24. Yeah, and that's just to show the progression from beginner Spider-Man to full-blown Spider-Man. Maybe choppy like 12 FPS and 24 is a significant difference because for every 2 frames in 12 FPS, there's 1 frame in 24. So
other way around.
No.
Wait. For every
2 frames, like, you know? No, wait, it is the other way around.
Yeah, it's the other way around.
I say for every 2 frame. Yeah, it is the other way around. Yeah. Whatever. Either way.
We get what you're saying.
Yeah, maybe it's on purpose. Maybe it's not. Just say something different than choppy and smooth.
Yeah. Just say it's bad or good.
It's bad. Yeah, this is ass.
It's kind of dog. That's doo-doo.
That's doo-doo.
That's doo-doo. Let's see. What are future projects you'd like to work on?
This raccoons video that I'm making. Yeah. Talking about white raccoons.
How far is it?
I need to finish the script. I haven't had time.
Yeah.
But I need to finish the script and record voiceover and collect footage from it. You know, and then the BNA video.
I know the first 13 seconds that you've shown me so far of the raccoon video look really good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Well, other projects, I want to make some more short films.
Mhm.
I have edits out, like game edits I want to make.
Yeah.
There's a lot of just poo poo pee pee stuff.
Poo poo pee pee. Stinky
What
stuff.
about you?
I think the biggest, for video-wise, there is one script that I'm still working on, and it's video relating to milk, and there's no point to it. It's just a bunch of jokes I have that I think would be funny, and I've cobbled them together, and I decided that the topic was milk. So maybe the video will turn out good, maybe it won't, but I kind of can't film it until after the whole quarantine stuff ends. So
Yeah, that's the worst. That's like the worst part about this.
Yeah.
You have all these really cool ideas that you can't execute until like the coronavirus and social distancing is over.
And seeing how many cases we have now, and it's just rapidly increasing, and we're about to open everything back up. I don't know how long it's gonna be, until we can safely go outside. And for other projects, I just need to start drawing comics again, get back in my regular routine, because I've been slacking. My Instagram feed is getting dry, bro.
Right. What else we got?
Let's see. What's on your bucket list besides traveling to Japan?
Bucket list. Getting out of high school, graduating college, getting a Shiba.
Ooh,
dying.
Shiba's a good one.
I don't really have a bucket list. I just, just stuff. Oh, win a freaking Oscar.
Win an
like
Oscar?
for best cinematography.
Listen,
And if I don't do that, that's okay. I can just 3D print one.
Hey man, is that an Oscar? Sure.
No, it's a Bosker. It's a botched Oscar, 3D printed. Anyway,
It's an Ibsker.
what about you? It's an Ibsker.
On my bucket list, I don't really think about having a bucket list too much. I guess there's a few odd things here and there, like go skydiving, or hold on, I'm trying to burp. There we go. Go skydiving, visit Japan and go back to Korea. Learn how to animate. There's just small things like that.
All right, what else? What's next?
All right. Thoughts about cancel culture.
Thoughts about
I can speak.
cancel culture. Cancel culture is kind of cringe.
It's kind
Take
of
that for alliteration. Cancel culture is kind of cringe. No,
Bars.
You can cancel someone and then they'll get their popularity back a week later. There's no point in canceling them just to tell people they're a bad person and no one doing anything about it.
I feel like most cancel culture recently has been really stupid because it's just been for stupid reasons, like Joji trying to cancel him for what he
For
things he said as
being filthy Frank.
Yeah.
And them not knowing that was just the whole gag.
Yeah, and now he's just moved on to different
a year
parts.
ago when the whole I'm not sure if it's the whole James Charles and Tati drama where he lost 5 million subscribers in a span of 3 days.
Yeah.
And then the whole thing was cleared and then he
no
gained
one
them all
cared.
back and no one cares about it anymore.
Yeah.
It doesn't even
If you have to struggle to cancel someone, then it's not worth the effort.
there's no point.
If someone deserves to go, like Shane Dawson, if someone deserves to go down hard, they will go down hard.
Because Shane Dawson has been canceled so many times before.
True.
But he's still prevalent, and they're just new reasons too.
Yeah, and he's just piling them on.
It don't even matter. It don't even matter, man.
It don't even matter, man. How hot do you believe Chris Hemsworth is?
Not hot enough.
No.
Get harder, Christopher, and then we can talk.
Man, I like Chris, but I just think Chris looks better.
Mm-hmm.
Not as good as Chris, though. And by that I mean Hemsworth,
Pratt,
and Evan. You have to
Evans.
guess which order.
All right, what's next? Or is that?
And the last serious question, I'll read the joke ones after, but the last serious question, how have your favorite streamers / content creators shaped your content / humor?
I think we talked about, for me, Jay Schlatt.
Yeah, we kind of grazed over this topic, but...
Jay Schlatt, Mika Sakis, their stuff is really good. When it comes to like stop motion animating, I look at a lot of my friends because they animate really good. Like my friend James Kaywood, he animates good. My friend John, he's been doing like so good recently. Like he stopped animating for like 10 months and then he came back and it's like insane. Like none of those 10 months even happened.
Jesus.
That's for stop motion. And like streamers, I stream like every once in a while, and when I stream it's just me being me because there's no editing.
Yeah,
so
there's no need
I kind of just deal with it. But yeah, what about you? Oh, Zelinki. I didn't say about that.
Zelinki,
but when I
yes.
do when I try to like make animatics every once in a while, I'm like, what would Zelinki do?
What
but
would
you know,
Zelinki do? I feel like that'd be a slogan he'd use.
WWZD. What would Zelinki do?
But I guess for me it's like initially it was art, like just looking at different artists and being inspired by their art style and then just using elements of that. And then I see Zelinki, I'm like, wow, that's some good stuff right there. It's not proper anatomy, but somehow it looks like proper anatomy. And like that's also influenced sort of how I draw different things. And as for humor, I think finding Michael Reeves kind of opened up a new door for humor because like his editing style in videos and just his actual sense of humor has really sort of it hasn't been like a big change, but like he's definitely changed how I behave, I guess.
But when I say stuff like that's nerd shit or that's doo or so stupid, those are all things that Michael Reeves has said.
Exactly.
Like and I just not like that's cringe.
Every time I beat someone in a bet, I just yell "freak" at them. Like it's stuff like that. Just Michael Reeves and like the Lunch Club, the Misfits. It's just my sense of humor has kind of changes or just adds on bit by bit depending on like who I'm watching at the time. So like there's a point where I binge watched Misfits videos and just sort of got the scuffed kind of humor, and then I started watching the Lunch Club and got really stupid, and then I watched offline TV and I got dumber. But it's just the different people all around the internet. I just like sort of grab bits and pieces of their humor that I enjoy and just add it to my dictionary in a way, you know? Here's a fun drinking game. Listen to this podcast again and take a shot every time I say you know.
Is Sticks a badger? Wow, that's weird.
That is. That's
from Sonic Boom.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't want to see this image. Anyway, moving on.
Nah, show it on screen, like right now.
No.
Alright. So now I'm gonna read the joke ones, or the not serious questions. From Holly __ Horner. Nice to meet you. Not a question, Holly, but thank you anyways.
Oh, if we're reading joke questions, Tommy read I'm gonna kill you and put a question mark at the end.
Violence is not an
which,
answer, it is the question and the answer.
Next episode, we're gonna have a guest on the podcast.
Ooh, we will.
Yes,
we cannot spoil who the guest is, but next podcast will be very
chaotic, more chaotic than they typically are.
More chaotic than this one. They're just gonna escalate, and then after that podcast, it's gonna dip right back down. I hope.
All right. Next.
Stoned _ panda _ bear says some gay shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
Nathan _ daily _ says world's longest cum shot. pretty sure it's like 5 feet.
5 feet.
Oh,
Alright.
shoot. I missed this question. This is a serious one. What are your thoughts on future America?
It's going to shit.
Okay, well, that answers that question.
It's gonna be like, Ready Player One, where everything is in VR. We're gonna be going to school in VR.
Honestly, would that be so bad?
We're gonna be washing our
Compared to what
cars
we
in
have.
VR. I mean,
We're
not
gonna
really,
be
but
standing on the street with a VR helmet, just wiping the air like, oh yeah, look at the shine on that, baby.
all right.
Underscore unstable underscore isotope underscore says, where's my hentai?
Right here, and I'm just gonna put a picture of like Bernie Sanders or something.
For context, you don't have to. You can cut this out if you want. But for context, he asked me for a hentai commission a while back. Still have not delivered.
No, you shouldn't. Cringe.
But
Did he pay
already
you?
Paid me. He already paid me.
Oh.
So I've started.
Yeah, no,
on
you
it.
have
I
to.
I have to. Darth underscore Pika 325 says, "Are we in a shitty alternate timeline or are we in a shitty original timeline?"
Original
Yes.
timeline. I think we're in an original one, but
I think so,
it could
too.
be it could be avoided if you, Darth Pika, I know who you are, but if you do some Mojo Jojo time travel mess and stop the guy from eating the bat, please. Hurry.
Please. You don't have much time.
You're running out of time here.
All right, from fat underscore pygon underscore uwu.
Bababooey, 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 Bababooey.
Now I want you, Ibs, to put a massive censor over that entire sentence. Also,
let me record a bit so I can use that as a censor.
okay.
Bababooey.
That's the censor.
You're just gonna like repeat it over and over.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm gonna like
okay.
copy it, paste it, and then just
copy paste it once and just stretch it out. Just
Bababooey. Alright.
Also, from the same person. Also, how does it feel to be the inferior artist compared to me, Alex, the greatest artist of all time? Fuck you.
Yeah, how does it
Censor that. And then last one, tricks underscore 449. You ever get wobbled in friendlies?
No,
I don't know what that means.
I don't.
Anyways, that
I'm
was
typing.
the end of the Q&A podcast. Q&A segment. Q&A.
Yeah, this is also the end of the podcast for today's episode.
This podcast
if
was
you guys have
significantly more
questions-
all over the place, but you know, we roll
If
with the
you
punches.
guys have any more questions, if you guys have any more questions,
if you guys
leave them
have
in
more
the comment
questions-
section.
If you guys have more questions, then just put them in the comments below, and we're not gonna read them, cause why would we? Anyways, goodbye.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah,
Thanks
thanks for watching our waveforms go across the screen. But
You know what I
there are
have to
no
do now?
waveforms.
I have to listen to this entire podcast so I can put the censors. Oh my god, I need to shut up sometimes. Alright, thanks for listening. See you
Thanks
guys
for listening, everyone.